change your life, I'll love you, then she said. Cut your hair, you'll look like everyone else. Switch your shirt, you're looking a bit strange. Take this pill, it'll make your life so great.
The band is Lady White Rat. The song is Drown. Their brand new one. Red hot as always. We kick you off with some red hot music, then we get right to work. Thank you, fellas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday night. Back after missing a week. That's right. We were in Las Vegas last week, so no Tuesday, no Wednesday. Got back from Vegas on Friday. Brought home this wonderful cold. So excuse me ahead of time. Kinsey King. Good to be back in the house. Good to have you, my friend. It is Tuesday night, and this is the You Show. Got my Crooked Ways hoodie on. I'm bundled up tonight, man. It's cold. And I have a cold, and I'm fighting it. Andy Johnson, hello, beautiful. I assume that's coming out to our guest. Steve Higgins in the house. What is up, brother? Yo, it's been a few weeks, which is had normal. I need my Higgins fix, of course. Big Higgins fan, of course. Sarah and the gang over there. At Twist It. Big friends and fans of the show. So it's Tuesday night. We're back. Like I said, we missed last week. We hate doing it. But we're back. Of course, Tuesdays also are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So I already spoke to a couple guests about maybe doing something the day before Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas. We'll figure it out, but we can't be missing you all this time. Bree Teller running a little behind. She'll be with us shortly. We'll talk to her about her performance on Thanksgiving Eve. Spent Thanksgiving out in Vegas, like I said. Had a great time. We actually had Thanksgiving at the Chickies and Pete's at the Sahara Casino because why not? Anyway, thank you for tuning in. We got a great guest tonight. We were supposed to have this guest on a couple weeks back around the Halloween season. Of course, when you're a superstar talent of horror and stuff like that, you get picked up close to Halloween. It happens. So we lost her there. And for years, I've been just dying to talk to this amazing individual. She's gorgeous. She's got this awesome character, Mischief the Clown. She's also a terrific actress and a lot of fun. And we look forward to it coming up around 8:30 tonight. Miss Kelsey Livengood will be in the house. There's a great picture of her and some Mischief gear, etc. She's a lot of fun. We're going to talk about her movies and her holidays and such. She seems to be a big overall holiday fan, kind of like I am, if you haven't noticed the time you spend watching. And I got to tell you, man, before we left for Vegas, just some great things went down. We saw great music. Saturday, of course, Key Concert Series. Terrific job. And Sunday, of course, Elena Brocas with an awesome show with Strange Culture and Harkin and Stealing Society and the Goodbyes and a ton of other great bands. So, like I said, man, live music, original music, local music, it is definitely on the rise. A lot of people are getting involved, and we love that. Yeah, man, just a lot of great stuff for the last couple of days. So, music-wise, I know Kinsey King, you're getting your band together, and once they get rolling and have some tunes, you know they'll be right here and try to get some shows lined up with those guys. And like I said, there's so many great local bands that we're here for. We're going to play some music from some local bands through the show, if I remain solo, because it's a lot to talk by yourself all night, especially being a little under it, had a fever, all that fun stuff, a little cough coming here and there. But I did not want to miss the opportunity to see Kelsey. And I said, once we had to go around and revamp this, definitely don't want to miss it. So we're here tonight, so bear with me. I ask of you. How about bear with me? How about a thank you to last week's, 2 weeks ago's guest, Vince from Awake at Last. That's a tremendous band, and Vince was so cool. We had a great talk about his career and their new music and local shows they're doing here. So that was awesome. Great time with Vince last week. So very awesome that the people come on. I almost forgot to make the banner, but I will do it because it's a very special day. That's right. I'll get the banner going on here. A happy 76th birthday to Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. And I gotta be honest, Skull Maggot. Hey, brother, what's up? I'll be on soon. We'll get ready for that. Get ready for some Mischief and Kelsey. Yeah, Facebook is bad on my end, so I'm here. Okay, well, that works, bro. Wherever it takes. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Someday soon, a TV network. I don't know. Anyway, happy birthday to Ozzy Osbourne, and a big one, 76. When I sit here and I talk about music and hard rock music and metal music and stuff like that, definitely one of the pioneers, the innovators, one of the legends of music, and still trying to cling on, getting older, a lot of mental health talks and such, and health-wise in general, but he's still trying to get out there and perform. And I love it. I love you, Ozzy. I love you for it. I've seen you a couple times. Never saw the whole Black Sabbath thing, but I saw Ozfest and saw Ozzy. And so yeah, man, happy birthday to you. But please, go out on a high note, brother. Go out on a high note. I did see this. Awake at Last, okay, they were here, and now the big time. We'll be playing at Love Drafts in Central PA. Just awesome bands coming your way. Maybe Kinsey King, maybe hit up these guys as an opening act. A little harder than Awake at Last. I don't know. Crooked Ways, one of my favorites. Awake at Last, certainly outstanding. Kinsey King coming at us soon and booking some time, booking some dates. So Thanksgiving came and went. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday. Like I said, we were out in Vegas. We had a great time and won a little money. Nothing great. Jason Rush from the house. What's up, bro? I was at Black Sabbath at the end. Wow, that's pretty cool, dude. Something I very regret missing big time. Yeah, Thanksgiving came and went. People were like, you're away? Like, why would you be home? Well, sometimes you just get to the point where you need a little bit of rest, a little time off, go away and pick up foreign germs on a nice cold to bring back to the O show. But we saw some great things. We'll talk about it in a little bit because, wow, my wife challenged the zip line and defeated it. Zip line, she dominated. She's awesome like that. So, yeah, man, we had a real super time there. And, we come back to this tonight. Like I said, 8:30, I'll flash picture again because she's just so amazing. Kelsey Livengood, of course. Mischief the Clown will be with us around 8:30. And I'm excited for that, definitely. So if you're here for her, sit tight. It's coming. Listen to a little bit of me. Right there. Some people said, how about the guest comes on at 8:10 so we don't get a half hour of you. Wow. Play the zipline video. I forgot to load the zipline video. And I'm disgusted at myself for it too. Because it's great. It really is. She's got her own version of it. So especially in send it to you. It's great. My wife fearlessly went down to Fremont Street and she said, yeah, I'm doing the zip line. I'm like, no way. She said, yeah, I'm doing the zip line. She got up there and they lock you in the harness. They opened the gate and I swear to God, it looked like you're just going to fall right out. She's just swinging there and then took off down Fremont Street over tons of people with this beautiful tunnel. It was a great thing, man. It was a lot of fun. A little ashamed of myself for not going. These things happen. But she was awesome. She was definitely awesome. And we tried to do an episode out there. We'll talk about that mess later on as well. After we talk to Kelsey and get all that good stuff and that good news and good information. She's really cool. Definitely excited for that. The story I ran on Facebook got like 400 or 500 people looking at the story. So where are you? Go call them up. Say, hey, you checked out the story. Now check out the program because it's good here. We have a lot of fun. We do it Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. I do have a video of her, and I guess I can either send it or try to quickly share it here because my video is not great. And I sound like an idiot because basically it's me bailing out, more or less. Let's see here. Huh. Now I can't find it. Well, you know, these things happen. Although there's a terrific picture of me mid-drink, but we definitely don't want to see that. Yeah, I think we got it. This might be it right here. No, oh my God, I don't have it. I'm just like world's worst husband. So glad. We have it though. I'll find it. I'll find her archives and I'll post it again. It is on my Facebook somewhere. I promise you. How about those Philadelphia Eagles, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know if you're a Ravens fan. If you are, too darn bad. These guys right here, the Philadelphia Eagles, just absolutely fantastic over the weekend. Taking apart those Baltimore Ravens in great fashion. Our defense. Yes, our defense plays superior football. I don't know what's going on here. Just absolutely amazing. Saquon Barkley again. Amazing. Snowman in the house. Speaking of sports, yo-ho-ho and a bottle of eggnog with whiskey in it. Amen. I need that, bro. Because I'm not great right now. And I do love some eggnog. And a happy holidays and hope you're just feeling better every day. My good man, Brian Snow at Snowman Multimedia. Check him out. Message. Message. Oh, okay. Texted? No, not texted. Facebook message? Facebook message. Is it? Yep. All right, let's see if I can make this happen. We're going to watch it from the depths of my phone. All right, we got to stop real quick. All right, get ready for this before Kelsey Livengood comes on to get to see my wife. Rachel Sinversa in the house. Hello indeed. Great to see you aboard. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love having you. All right, here we go. So here's my wife ziplining in Las Vegas. Let's see how good this comes out.
Okay. I pushed the button, right? Oh my God.
There's going to be some language. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Kinsey King, for getting that baby here. Totally appreciate it, man. Steve Higgins wasn't that great. She just had a blast. I mean, and I'm looking at it, and before we get there on Fremont Street, there's a bar, and they serve like these 64-ounce beers and 64-ounce drinks. Well, of course, I had to get one of those. You know, beer, and I'm drinking it, and I'm like, whew, I'm just like getting weighed down big time. And she just hangs in, man. Takes a couple sips of her slush. She's like, I'm doing it. I'm getting on there. And man, did she ever. Showed me up. Definitely showed me up. We could let Kelsey be a little me when she comes out here shortly. Got her a little early. Told her 8:25 instead of 8:30. I want to do the zip line so bad. Maybe this time I won't be afraid. I'm afraid. Yeah, it was pretty high up, but you had mentioned the bungee jumps. Now, there's bungee jumps off of like the Stratosphere Casino. Like you jump from the top of this thing, just, I don't know, 1,000 feet, and then the bungee snatches and pushes back up. Not here, bro. I'm good. I really am. I am not. No. That is not going to be me. Any stretch of the imagination. Zip line, maybe. I mean, my wife did it. Now I got to do it. Right? There were some bands out there playing. Didn't really get to nail any local bands or nail anybody down, but yeah, we will. My wife is in the house. We just checked out your zipline video. Absolutely sensational. Shared it with all our good friends here. It's pretty high up. What is the one on Fremont or at the link? That one was Fremont. Of course, I had to share the video. Derp. Busking is legal. I promise I will not be doing that. I'm not really sure if is busking what I think it is. Because yeah, it was Fremont. We didn't do busking, but we did something. And I tell you, kicked us clean in the ass. Anyway, let's get back to our Ravens, or Eagles rather, with a big beat up of the Ravens. And that popular video and photo you're seeing of Cooper DeJean, like laying out Derrick Henry. Tell you what, man, people kind of busted us for drafting Cooper DeJean, and Howie Roseman saw a video today where like the Rams kind of like laughing at Howie Roseman for getting excited when they moved ahead of us but didn't take Cooper DeJean, and they're like, yeah, big deal, we got this defensive tackle. Cooper DeJean is a ball player, dude, and Queion Mitchell, and it's, I kept saying, man, get in some young secondary. Draft some kids, let them learn. These kids are learning like on the fly, like right now. My man from Freedom King Films, super busy in the music scene, dude. I seen you out and about checking out the bands. I love that stuff. But yeah, man, the way this defense is playing, the young kids making a difference. Getting some names together on at linebacker, no unbelievable names. And, you know, the good front that you drafted, you know. So everybody kind of coming together. Defense is playing well. Worried about a letdown game this week at Carolina because it's what they call that trap game, even though that makes people very mad. I have a fan interviewing me online right now in my DMs. How about that? Welcome. Michael Kennedy in the house. Mischief, bro. Yeah, Fremont is awesome, dude. It's a great time. And it's funny because some of the locals are like, well, be careful and, you know, watch where you go and watch who you talk to. And my wife's like, I'm from Philly, dude. Mike, you know what I mean? Like, we're from Philly. What are we going to see down there that we don't see here? And there was nothing, like, it was great. Giant party, man. It's kind of like being in like Nashville. Around the road, man. It's a great time. So my wife was right on that one. She kept saying Fremont Street, and man, was she right. Matter of fact, maybe next time we stay right on Fremont Street, go from there. But let's get back to the Eagles. You know, the offensive line is still doing the thing. Saquon Barkley, dude, that Cooper DeJean tackle was awesome. It reminds me back of the days when we played the Saints in the playoffs, and Brian Dawkins laid out Reggie Bush. Was it Brian Dawkins? May not have been Brian Dawkins, but somebody laid out Reggie Bush. It was like one of those kind of hits, especially with everybody raving about how, you know, Henry's like God and can't be stopped. Well, we saw that. We're going to listen on my drive home. I like that. Absolutely cool. People told us don't go to Fremont Street. It's dangerous. Clearly they never. Right, Philly after midnight. My wife's like, I live in Philly. And one guy's like, okay, you're good. Just walk up and down the strip and it'll change your life. It did. The old strip is definitely different than the new one, but both were great. We were bored. Nobody warned me about taking this home with me. Like, I feel like crap. But let's get back to the question. If anybody out there wants to answer it, is Saquon Barkley the NFL MVP right now? Huh. Tell me. I want to know. Because for me, I don't see who else is. Everybody's like, oh, Saquon or Derrick Henry. But we saw that MVP. This team got squashed. My good man, John Simons, is in the house. What's up, family? What's up, John? Hopefully you're on the mend. John has had that bad motorcycle accident. He still managed to get out to Key Concert Series and help us set up a fantastic show. Just a great crowd at Metal Night. That was awesome. And while I do have John here, I do want to remind everybody we do have another one. It's coming up. This one's going to be really, really cool. We're celebrating Christmas and New Year's. Take John's thing down there so we can see it. There we go. And we'll get rid of the Barkley thing. Great at this. You can tell I've been off for a couple weeks. Anyway, the Key Concert Series does present December 28th, Christmas and New Year's celebration with the music of Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, sung by legendary tribute artists Eric Richardson and Frank DeSimone. Started following these guys, been watching them. Really good stuff. They play the role, they sing the music, and the Key Concert Series is going to hold it. Nice, kind of fun holiday celebration. The families in town, you can bring them to this one. It is at the Fuge, of course, in Warminster, PA. It is the Key Concert Series. Myself and the gang at SRR Promotions running these monthly concerts. This one guaranteed to be a lot of fun. Eric as Dean Martin, Rich as Frank Sinatra, a tribute show unlike any other you've ever seen. See a lot of tribute shows for rock bands, but this is a tribute show for two legends. So bring the family out. Family friendly. Tickets are on sale, or you can get them out the door. You can get them at keyconcertseries.ticketspice.com right now. Key Concert Series, December 28th, the Saturday, by the way. Sergio on Thursday. We certainly do wish you the best of luck. Lots of prayers, of course, and we'll spread them out again tomorrow night. Surgery, wish you well. Get that leg back on shape, man. Get back on the floor. We need you. Thank you. It's good to be back. Good to be here. Yeah, definitely. It can make a great Christmas present. Thank you. Why not buy somebody in the family tickets? People that like music. Give them some tickets. Come over to the Fuge. It's $20. It's 15 online. I'm not saying 15 online. They got beer there. Great entertainment. Beautiful surroundings. Sorry, another sip of the tea here. Definitely worth it. A few minutes until Kelsey Livengood. Awesome. MVP goes to quarterback Josh Allen. Now, I love Josh Allen. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably let me see if he's on the wall. He's on the wall here somewhere. I know he is. Or might be on the side. Now there's Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow and Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and Mahomes and Kyler Murray and Christian McCaffrey, but no. How's that? ML Elizabeth, Eternal Frequency. How you feeling, fam? Not great. But there's no way I was missing this. Very stuffy. Forgot to bring tissues down. Do have some tea, which is nice. And sitting back with the people that I missed last week. I actually missed you all. I never said, you're on vacation. Yeah, but this doesn't need a vacation. Who needs a vacation from this? This is freaking awesome. Oh, they're providing Italian dinner that night. Look at this. Wow. So come for a great show. Come for a great meal and some cocktails and meet us. Key Concert Series at the Fuge. How's the flight? Horrible. I hate flying. I may never want to fly again. Just stop it with with the flight, man. It's uncomfortable. It's just planes. I see why people drink on. I didn't drink on planes. I had sodas, but I see why they did. Like, good Lord. Well, when somebody's watching the show and paying attention, the love is unbelievable. I thank you, my wife. Let me move my head here for a second. Thank you. If you're new to this and came to see Kelsey, I apologize ahead of time. I do very real world things here. It's just like 100% real life. A guy in his man cave here talking to cool stars. So if you're new to the show and like, what in the world is this guy doing? Yeah, he's blowing his nose because he's stuffy. His wife's watching upstairs, and my family has been sick the last 2 weeks. It's been pretty rough. Finally getting over it. Yeah, man, it's been brutal. I made it to work yesterday, and everybody's like, my God, why are you here? Like, dude, go home. And I'm just like, I don't know. But I stayed. I'm sorry, I got to get Brianna into the room here. I forgot what the hell I was saying. Oh, yeah, but everyone's like, why'd you come to work? And I'm like, I really no idea. So today I'm like, you know what? I am not going to make it. And I didn't. I stayed home from work. My wife's like, I certainly hope you're not going to be drinking beer tonight. So I'm sorry for the people at Yingling and the people that rely on me to drink cocktails. There will be no cocktail drinking tonight. No Yingling. However, this one's from last week, still sealed. If you're interested in nice Yingling traditional lager. Original amber beer, America's oldest brewery since 1829. D.G. Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Sponsor us. We'd love you. And we'd love you to help us at the Key Concert Series since they are direct buyers for their bar. of Yingling. Yeah, you can get a Yingling. That's what I drink when I get there. Nice Yingling. Not that I don't love their beer, but I love me a good Yingling, even though I'm not drinking tonight. I've got black tea in a Spider-Man cup. Did you ever think you'd see the day? Terrible. I think I did it once before. So let's get in. Before we get with Kelsey, who should be here in a moment or two, I'd like to introduce a special introduction. Why not? To our guest co-host. Not our guest co-host, our co-host, I'm sorry. Our co-host, of course, is an amazing local singer and songwriter and one super cool human being. And we're going to catch up with how her week has been by bringing in Bree Teller. Bree, good evening.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? How are you?
I'm great. You look great. Thank you for being on. You know, like we always say, life happens. So whatever you had to do beforehand, that's cool. We're here. And I'm keeping the fans warm who are probably sick of hearing from me. JD will.
You're lubing them up. You're lubing them up.
So to speak, yes.
Sweet, I like it.
We're going to set them up. We're going to set them up, and our guest is going to knock them down because she's already backstage. So if you're ready, I've been dying to get to this one. Like I said, we had this scheduled around the Halloween season. But when you have a Halloween star on your show, you gotta, you know, possibly run the chance of them getting booked. And that's what happened. And we said, no problem. We're here forever. So let's welcome our guest, an amazing actress. She is also the mastermind behind the super cool character Mischief the Clown. She's beautiful and talented and super cool. Everybody, let's give it up for Miss Kelsey Livengood.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Hello.
I don't know how I did this. Somehow I managed to get... Whoops, that's not it. I got the wrong screen going on tonight. What happened to me? There we go. All right, that's better. Sorry, Kelsey.
That's okay. I was like, it was zoomed in. I was like, oh, I should back up.
Yeah, I'm not... I don't know what happened there. I have had the same screen for about 8+ years now, and all of a sudden tonight went a little weird.
That's okay. That's all right.
But a massive thank you for being patient with us. And like I said, you know, and I've been told by a few people in the field, the horror field, that, you know, if you try to book us around Halloween, something can come up in any second, just so you know. And that's how we ended up with your good friend, Jessa Flux, last year. We had a cancellation last minute. I'm like, oh, and she happened to reach out to me and said, hey, what's new with the show? I'm like, oh my God, come on. So she did. So I understand it happens. Like I said, we're here. So welcome. And I hope you had a great Halloween season, your favorite time of the year.
Yes, it was good. It was really busy. I think I saw home like 4 days.
Oh, jeez.
A whole month. Yeah. So
It's not a bad thing. What's your favorite part about Halloween, Kelsey?
I don't know. I just like being creative in general. And it's October is just the creativity is more accepted. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's spooky. We love it. Even though I'm spooky all the time. Everyone enjoys it more when it's October.
My girl. I love it.
Yeah, that's super cool. It's funny because, like I said, I've been following you for a few years on social media. And a couple years back, I said, oh, I'd love to get her on the show. And, you know, we were talking about to a few people, like, it's May. And her character is just this Halloween, like, perfect, scary, crazy character. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's not for May. But, you know, like I said, going through October is always tough. But very cool. Tell us about this Mischief the Clown and how you came up with this image. And is it an alter ego, like good Kelsey, bad Kelsey?
It's definitely an alter ego for sure. She has like no fears at all. Whereas like if you asked me to go karaoke right now, absolutely not. No. But if I
want to see Mischief do, I want to see her do karaoke. I definitely would like to see that.
And then I actually started this character at a haunted house. I was a manager at a haunted house, and they said, hey, we have a new girl up in the clown room. She kind of just needs a little push, a little help. And I said, I'm not being a clown. That's stupid. And then they said, well, you need to go. You're going up there. You're just tonight. Just, you know, help her get acclimated to the room. And I said, okay, fine. So I go up there and I'm like, hi, Cody. I said, all right, so what's your clown name? And she said Trouble. And I said, okay. So I pulled out my phone and I put other words for trouble. I was like, Mischief's cute. We'll just go with that. Let's do that. She's like, okay. I said, all right, we have to have a backstory. How did we get here? She said, She's like, I don't know. So she's the polar opposite of me. She's like 5 foot, even, this big around, brown hair. And I'm like, we were twins. And she's like, okay. I was like, we were conjoined twins, but it has to be somewhere non-life threatening, right? So she's like, the big toe. I'm like, that works for me. So we, did the whole night. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to go back down to the rest of the regular part of the house. I want to be a clown forever. It was so fun. And that was like 9 years ago. So obviously I'm still doing it. I kind of took that character online to promote the haunted house because I was like, well, she's fun. I just want to be her all the time. So we started doing like a podcast kind of a deal. And then that kind of fell into movies. Clown Motel 2 was the first film I was in. And I'm also a graphic designer. So I made like this fake Mischief Clown Motel 2 poster saying like coming soon to a theater near you. They didn't even announce that there was a second one coming. And so the director saw it and messaged me and I said, oh no, I have a lawsuit on my hands. And they said, no, we love it. Do you want to roll in the second one? And I said, yeah, sure. That would be awesome. Let's do it. And that kind of just, I just kept doing more films after that. I said, this was fun. Let's keep doing films.
The thing I get from Mischief, and I don't know if fans have mentioned this, I'm sure they have, because you know how male fans can be, but like so scary, yet so like there's a sexy about it. Like if Mischief the Clown was hunting me, I think I'd leave my front door open and say, come on in. I mean, it'd be the last day of my life, at least,
Nice.
check that out. Do you get like guys who say like, man, I would let Mischief murder me any day? Weird stuff like that?
Oh yeah. For sure. Like drag me out into the middle of the woods and leave me for dead, stuff like that.
Wow.
I kind of describe her as a siren. She's very, we use the word scarousal. That's the word we came up with.
I like it.
She's very scary, but also kind of pretty.
Right.
And I want people to be confused as to whether they should run or not run.
Just like Medusa.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I was like, I have Medusa on my hand too. So.
Oh, well, look at that. Good call.
I'm about to get Medusa on my thigh. And I actually, the funny thing when you say sirens, I want to get like probably mermaids on my back. Because like it's the same thing. Like I feel like those characters are so kind of like misinterpreted. But the beauty behind it is the fact that you said you don't know whether to be scared or to be turned on, and that's the wonder of human nature, because sometimes we just don't know what the F's going on.
I gotta say, if I was like around with sirens or horror characters, I'd be dead in an instant. I'm just so easy to. Even my wife says, like, keep your eyes in your head. I'd be like, yeah, but sirens. I'd be a dead man.
But it's a mermaid. Look how pretty she is.
Honey, there's a killer clown at the door. Is it Mischief? Let her in.
Oh, so Kelsey, so years ago, it's so awesome. My mom was in this lower budget movie, and she was so proud of it. It was called Raw Meat. So it was in like the 70s when she filmed it, and she was a zombie in the movie, and she was so it was hilarious to me when she told me the story about there was a scene that they were tossing her off a roof or something. She was landing on mattresses and stuff. But when they tossed her off, her skirt flew up and her panties were visible. Yeah. And my mom, like the woman she is, kept on trying to cover her panties up. And the director was yelling at her saying, you're a zombie. Zombies don't care about their panties. They're lucky you have someone. But it's so awesome that like finally we're getting to a place where women in horror are really just embracing like their sexuality. You know what I mean? Like, because we don't have to be modest all the time. We are, we're creatures. We're beautiful creatures. We have so much to offer, and there, I love seeing a strong woman in especially in horror. Yeah. And I feel like that's probably where the strongest women are, to be honest with you. It's beautiful. And I have to tell my mom about this interview because she'll laugh about it. And she's going to be so proud of you, girl. I love it. You own your shit. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And like I said, I've been a fan for a while and was definitely very, very excited for the chance to talk to you. There's an upcoming comic book also, House of Laughs. Tell us about that, because you got a lot going on, a lot of great stuff. So I was thinking like maybe do this over like the next 3 weeks to cover But tell us about it.
I call myself like the Jane of all trades, master of none. I do a little bit of everything. So,
Why not? I mean, like I said, comic books, movies, modeling, and that, man, it's something else.
Yeah.
Tell us a little something about the comic book, House of Laughs.
absolutely. So that's with Ethereal Comics. Jessa and I met them at Rocket City Horror Con at the beginning of this year. And they came to her. They had a character that they already had drawn for years that looks just like Jessa. If you've seen her page, the character's name is Penny. She looks just like her. And they said, you need to do one with Mischief. And they were like, are clown girls a thing? I was like, they definitely are a thing for sure. And so my character kind of comes out of Jessa's comic book. So Jessa's series is called Theater 7. So she basically pulls me, I go see her at the movie theaters. We both get pulled into a film that we're watching, which is about like killer clowns. And she gets to go back to the theater and I get lost. I'm stuck in this clown world with killer clowns.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super fun. I'm really excited. It should be coming out soon. The pre-orders are up now. There's different covers. There's mild and wild covers.
Oh, wow. How about that?
It's a red label, so it goes all the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how about the dark side cover with a Kelsey Livengood autograph? How big a piece is that?
ooh.
I don't know. It's on there.
Right?
It's an option.
It's definitely on there. Like I said, we got a lot of Kelsey's links down the bottom. She said, there's a lot of merchandise for sale as far as like videos and maybe stuff like that, comic books, etc. You really do put yourself out there in so many things, and there's so much to celebrate for you, and I get proud of that. But you're also like a twin mom, and you do great family things. You got beautiful your holiday posters. I was talking about like the Christmas ones and all. How do you find the time for all that and still be an awesome mother? Because it looks like your family just always has big smiles. It's just amazing.
It's a lot. It takes a lot of moving parts. My parents and their dad kind of switch off on who watches them when I'm not here. My husband also watches them if he's home as well. So it kind of is like it takes everybody to work together to make it work. Because I'm all over the place all the time. And I've kind of been that way since like high school. So my mom is not surprised at all by I just keep adding more things that, she's like, oh, you were juggling like 8 balls a minute ago. Now we're at 10. Are you going to sleep at any point? No, probably not.
That's so important though, to have like the fact that your family is like, they're actually, I'm sorry, my phone just rang and I meant to turn sorry.
You're okay.
It's constant, but it's such an empowering thing to be able to go after your dreams and the things that you really want to do, and the things that society kind of says, well, that's a little strange. It's the best thing in the world that you have a family that supports you and rides by you. Like it's really cool. A lot of people don't have that. So that's a blessing. It really is. God bless your family and God bless you for being you. There's so many things that we feel like a lot of people think that are taboo or they'll be judged by it, but you're literally living your truth, and you are fucking killing it. Like I love it. Like girl to girl, woman to woman, it's empowering. It really is, and that's what we need to be for one another. Keep on doing it, Mischief. Oh, I gosh. I'm turned on. I'm not going to lie.
She gets that way. She gets passionate, and then the women drivers is as crazy as the men, which I love. It's awesome.
That's true.
I was going to play a clip, but I didn't because we got you out here first. But I might save it for after. Anyway, it's the Oddies podcast. So you're also in the podcast world as well. Yep. Thank you for what you do, because a lot of people, I don't know, maybe misunderstand what podcast is all about. It's about delivering good entertainment, whether it be a little raunchy or a little silly or a little overboard or crazy, whatever.
Yeah.
It's us. It's from our minds. So tell us about the Oddity podcast. You got a show coming up December 5th. That's your season ender. Tell us a little something about it.
Yes. So my cohorts that also help me host the show, Stitches and Freak Skinny. I've known Stitches for 9 years, and Freak Skinny I met just in the last 2. But they are both wonderful. They were both in Clown Motel 3 with me as well. And while we were on the set of Clown Motel 3, it's in the middle of the desert is where we film. It's in Boulder City, Nevada. There's literally not shit out there. It's just rocks. But we were walking to the gas station because it was right by the hotel. And there was a big mound of dirt. And I like to do just random voices sometimes. And I was like, have you guys seen that pyramid over there? And they were like, that's the funniest shit we've heard all day. And so they kind of ran with it. And we go into the gas station, we buy our stuff. And Freak Skinny starts talking to the lady and goes, hey, I was looking at that pyramid out there. Do you guys have tours? And she's like, what? I'm dying. I'm like, I walk away because I'm like, I can't. She's so serious. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like out there in the parking lot, the big pyramid out there. So she's like leaning over. She's like, I don't see anything. And so he's like, he takes a brochure and, Stitches opens it and there's Toby Keith on the inside. I don't know why. And he's like, is this the Farah pyramid out there? Toby Keith.
The Farah.
I'm like, these bullets. I cannot.
Oh my God.
I cannot. So we leave and I was like, you know what? We're kind of funny. We should do like a podcast or something. Yeah. And you're like, I don't know. Do we have time for that? I'm like, it doesn't have to be like every week or whatever. We just do it like every other week or once a month or whatever we decide to do. So that's kind of how it was born. So it's kind of just a variety show. It's sometimes it's a shit show. Sometimes it's a circus. Sometimes it's whatever. It's kind of whatever we feel like doing for the evening. So
yeah, that's kind of what we do here. I type out, not a script, it's a timeline. So we know what we're talking about and when. But I got to tell you, between Bree and myself, and when I had Jewel and myself, we're off that within like the first half hour. We follow the questions that we type out, but other than that, random. And you know what? I don't know about you, but for my money, I've seen people that really try to script it and overscript it, and it's just not there.
Right.
Agreed? Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Most honestly, how you explain that story when you say you were in Nevada, right?
Yeah.
It sounded like you're about to. You've seen obviously House of a Thousand Corpses, right?
Yeah.
So just the whole premise. That's where my mind went. I'm like, yes, like one of my all-time favorite movies, and just the fact that you guys you parody and you play so well off each other, and it's just genuine. I'm gonna check out your podcast because that's fucking awesome. I don't know. I get weird ideas like that because I'm a creative mind as well. So you say something and then I'll pop off with something, in a different direction. And, it leads to greatness, just like how you are as a creative mind with your friends and the people around you. So, yeah, I don't know why I said that, but, that's what I was feeling at that moment. So,
right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so much easier to do improv than it is to script things. And it drives directors nuts, I think. They've never told me, but I don't memorize anything.
Oh, wow.
Before I go onto a set, I will read the script front to back twice so I know what's happening. But I will read when we wake up in the morning and get the set list and it says, okay, we're going through this page, this page. I will sit there and I'll memorize it then.
Yes, wow. I feel you because I'm the same way as a singer too. It's funny though, actually, when I was on Real World, we took improv classes. That was our job. So we were at the IO West. The original IO was in Chicago, but the IO West is in Hollywood. And anybody that has the ability to improv is like a god, I feel like, because it's you can't learn it. It's just something you feel, And it's so cool. I love that. You're fucking amazing. Oh.
Do when you get into improv, because like I said, the Mischief character is it's so unique. It's one of a kind. Like I said, it's got everything. It's got a little bit of scare. It's got a little bit of fun and cuteness and sex and all that. When you get into improving, does everybody around you kind of know how to feed off it? Or is it kind of scary? Well, what you going to do next?
It depends on who I'm around. Obviously if I'm around the boys, for example, we just bounce off each other. We can walk up to each other, say something super random and then something, super random back. And then it's people around us are like, what just happened? Was that a conversation? I'm like, no, not really. But if it's just somebody random, sometimes it doesn't go so well. It's just like with scaring, like haunted house acting in general, it's so different because it's right there. I mean, it's you got to be fast or don't talk at all. They're just like, yeah, go.
There's a huge rule to improv. It's the yes and. So you go with the premise, and okay, everybody else watching, we're giving you like background secrets right now. It's a yes and. So you can't deny what's happening in the scene. You got to go with it, no matter where it leads.
Wow.
That's part about it because it brings out so many other layers to it, and it just makes it so much more cool. And that's part of the reason why a lot of people don't understand it or don't know how people do it, but it's fucking cool when it happens because it gets you excited,
Right, exactly.
It's so fucking awesome. I love it.
Well, and I do like sideshow as well. So when I throw that in as well, people are like, I do what's called the human pincushion, which is where you like staple your body with a.
Oh, I was gonna ask about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, and so I it's really funny. Like some people are like, I will let them do it if you have a bill on you, $1, a $5, a 10, whatever. I'll let you staple it. You staple it to me. And I told this lady that, and she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah. It's." I'm like, I do it all the time. She's like, I feel so bad. I'm like, no, I literally do it all the time.
Cool. I love it. Oh my God.
It was on my list of questions because I saw the video you posted about that woman that stapled the $10 bill to your leg, and I was like, "What?" And you're just like, "Oh, it's no big deal."
That's the co-owner of Ethereal Comics. So
oh, really? Wow.
For them, and I had actually asked Jessa to do it, and she was like, "I cannot. No, I can't." She's like, "What if I mess it up?" I said, "Well, in my like 8 years of doing sideshow, I've only had like 2 go awry. So I'm like, you'll be fine." She said, "I can't." And so April said, "I'll do it."
Oh my God. I literally like, you see videos and I joke around with people like, or they call it like a wow factor video. I get that way and I'm watching it and I'm just like, wow, like super loud when I saw that. And I think it was my wife and she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, I can't even show you." Because it was just that wild. But I guess it's great to have that kind of, like I said, improv and shock value and that little fright factor that you could do it at any point. So family, be on your toes. Speaking of the family, do the kids know about Mischief? Did they ever try to dress up like her? And what do they think? Like they all want to be? I can imagine them all. Like I can imagine like little kids wanting to be that when they grow up.
Yeah.
My children are used to it. So I was actually very pregnant with them when I was working at a haunted house, and I was like a pregnant hillbilly. I loved it. It was wonderful. Because they told me I couldn't scare still, and I was like, what if I like am not near them at all, so I can't get hurt, So they had me like behind like a little fence, but I was pregnant, and so when they were born, I mean, we went They went with me to haunted houses. So usually, if I have makeup on, they're like, "Hi, Mom." Makeup on.
The whole thing. Come on, guys.
Like, "Hi, how's it going?" Then they go back to whatever they're doing. So now they're not super surprised by it. But my daughter is very interested in like effects makeup, which I also do. And she just likes just makeup in general. So I'm sure that eventually maybe she'll create her own character, whether it's a clown or something else. But she's very creative in that way.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are they now?
10.
10. Okay,
Wow.
I have a 13-year-old son, and it's funny when you said hillbilly because when I was pregnant with him for Halloween, that's what I was. And my father was my brother, so I love this.
I love that.
That's something pretty cool. Do they come? Well, I guess they never come to movie sets, but do they get? How involved do they get with your acting, or is it just like, "All right, Mommy's going to work," and they just, do they cast that out?
That is what we tell them. Like, I'm leaving to go work, and usually they'll ask if it's like a movie or a modeling thing or what it is, and so we'll tell them, what it is that I'm going to be doing. They've seen like Attack of the Corn Zombies. That one's pretty tame. But yeah, I don't think they've seen any of my other ones. Clown Motel 2, I think they've seen as well. So we kind of just screen what we're like, "Here you go, you can watch this."
You definitely can't watch this. That's the one they're gonna watch. The one you the one that you prohibit. That's the one they're gonna watch.
Way different. Way different than everybody else's definition of tame, which is why you're fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. So, and if I'm not mistaken, like your husband gets into some of it too, right?
Yep, yep.
How often does he do it? As frequently as you, or is he settled back a little bit and kind
Yeah,
of let you take over?
he's getting there. He just started last year, so he's
Oh,
fairly
awesome.
new. Yeah, but this like next year, he's already booked like a ton of projects for next
Wow.
year. So he's just started. He's ready to ready to plow through and do some films and
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. The thing I like is, and Bree, I know you're going to be a little shocked by this too. Me and Kelsey shared a message, and she said, "Do you want Mischief or do you want me?" And the gut reaction is you, of course. But there's a piece of me that said, God, did you actually shout down the chance of Mischief coming on? Maybe next Halloween, earlier in the season, maybe Mr. or Mrs. Mischief in makeup. Because honestly, I wanted both. I was kind of stuck of where to
I could
tell
have
you to
did
go
like
with
a
that.
half and half for you. It would have been fine.
That would have been pretty cool. But I also like, I'd hate to ask you to go through all that. It's got to be grueling. And that's actually another question I had. How wild and tiring and grueling is all the makeup and setup? Because you hear different stories.
So for me, her makeup takes me maybe 20 minutes. So
Oh,
it's pretty
wow.
quick. I've been doing that face for probably 7 of the 9 years. So it's usually same shapes, different colors. Maybe we'll change like a little thing here and there just because I get bored. I have ADHD, so I'm like sometimes I got to change it. Otherwise, I feel like the makeup goes too fast, and then I'm like,
What do I do with the rest of my time?
like now I'm gonna sit here for 45 minutes until my show.
I'll show you. I'll show you real quick the promo photo. That 20 minutes worth of work. Phenomenal. It's just absolutely phenomenal. That's just great work.
I love boobies. I love boobies so fucking much. You are so. Oh my gosh. I'm completely out of the closet because I think I'm way more lesbian than like, portraying. Fair. I hit on girls all the time. That picture's fucking sexy.
Thank you. That was in a bathroom, obviously,
Yeah.
at a fancy steakhouse that Jessa and I were at. That was the same convention that I got stapled.
Like that.
The convention was called Cowtown Convention. So
Yes.
we were like, we have to dress up like sexy cows one of the days, right? So that's why we were dressed like cows. Some people were confused. They're like, are you a cow clown now? I was like, no. That was like a one time, like,
Slightly.
dressed up like cows, and we were like, promoting the convention. We're good now.
I had one or two people ask, like, I thought it was a clown, like a horror clown, but what's the cow thing? I'm like, we'll get to it. We'll figure it out once it gets on the program. I know the picture's great. And they said Jessa's great. She's been a previous guest on our program. Yeah. Follow us and subscribe on YouTube. You watch that past episode because she's wonderful. Lydia Manson's been on the program. Sushi, yourself. I love so do I, and I love the community of actresses in horror. How great is it to have such a bond with a lot of your co-stars? Because, in certain things, like, we follow music a lot and acting. A lot of times there's some cattiness. There's some, I'm better than that, and this one's this. How cool is it to have such a great foundation of coworkers?
This is going to sound really fucked up. just putting that out there. I feel like I've only ran into maybe 1 or 2 people that are not that way. But I feel like, especially the women in indie horror, we all have really severe trauma in one way or another, which I feel like to be an actor, you need to have some kind of trauma in order to pull something else out of you that's not yourself. Exactly. But I feel like we're all leaning on each other with the mutual understanding that, like, we've all been fucked over, and so we're not going to do that to each other, kind of a deal.
Wow.
And that's the empowerment that women need. Like, I keep on telling. I made countless videos of saying, ladies, when you say certain things about another woman, especially when you don't know her, like, you can walk into a bar and you see an attractive woman. Truth be told, she may be a lesbian, and you're getting upset because you're thinking she'll steal your man or whatever it is about her. Instead of like being kind and realizing where that like worry or fear comes from, if you think somebody's, for your example, you think somebody may be a better actress than you, find out what they're doing in order to make them that's making them better. Yep. It's the same thing with me and music. Like, I don't compare myself to anybody because we all have different stories. We all have different struggles. We all have different traumas. And when you utilize it and when you really get into your full spirit and your full energy, that passes on to everybody else. And you're right. This is the beauty of creative minds. This is the beauty of actors, of musicians, of hairstylists, tattoo artists. Like there's a level of trauma that we choose to bring out of us.
Right.
And what helps the world in the weirdest fucking ways,
Right.
But it's cool, and that the fact that you have that camaraderie with, the women that you work with, it's so important because women can be so fucking brutal to one another.
They
And
can.
I hate it. I'm a fighter, so I mean, like, I'll fight. We tried to talk to her to begin with, like, what's your problem? Calm down. You look really good today. Breathe. But women, we've got to stop being that way to one another. So when you have that camaraderie, that's the most important thing in the world for
and they're
all of us.
They're awesome women, and you can tell. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to brag on myself. This is like God, what our 330th episode. And I always call myself undefeated, like 330 and 0, because we never have a bad guest. I kind of get a feel for people and see how they act. Like I said, and the people you're friends with, and I watched you and Jessa do these photo shoots, and everybody just praise each other in the comment section. That's beautiful. It's kind of stuff I absolutely love. So congratulations on that as well, for being able to handle that and be a part of that. Tell us like about Clown Motel 2, the movies you do, the scene of a movie. You said some of them were like in deserts and all that. How does acting get to you?
How did acting get to me? Is that what you said?
Like, yeah, does it wear you out at times, or just a great thrill all the way through?
I don't know. I don't really feel the tiredness while it's happening. Probably the longest set I've been on was like a week and a half. And that was Night of the Dead Sorority Babes. And that was like 8 women and S.J. Herman for like a whole week and a half.
Can you make a sequel? I'll be there in a heartbeat.
It was a great time. We were up late, but it was like, truly, it was like a sorority for like a week and a half. I didn't, I went to college, but didn't get to have that, like,
the bond,
stay in the dorm. We didn't do that. But it was such a good week. And then I feel like I slept for 3 days when I got home. I was like, I had so much fun, but my body was like, okay, we're going to sleep now. So we're going to just shut off and factory reset for a couple of days. We'll be back online soon. So some sets, I mean, they could be a shorter set, but more mentally exhausting. It kind of just depends on the people you're acting with and the directors and who you're around and that kind of thing. But for the most part, I have a good time while it's happening. And then afterwards, I'm like, and I'm dying for a few days.
What was the longest like timeline of a movie that you've ever filmed? Like, how long was the longest?
From like filming or
for you filming start to finish.
Start to finish like 2 weeks, and that was between 2 locations. That was Clown Motel 2. I filmed a week at the Clown Motel and then a week in the desert. Yeah. And I'm from Nebraska, so like the hottest we get here is like 85. True. Maybe.
All right.
And we filmed in July for that one. So like 115 all week. And then we just filmed the third one in August, and it was 115 all week.
Oh my God.
I was like dumping lotion. I'm like, how do people have skin out here?
Right?
Like the color of paper, and I looked at the sun wrong, and now I'm sunburnt.
I guess it's good when you do the Mischief character to have the paint run off your face. It's kind of like a free special effect. Right.
It kept me from getting sunburned, so.
That's key. Definitely is key. But hey, more power to you. And like I said, I'm a big fan. I love your delivery personally as well as professionally. You also do, for people that want to reach out, you also do like marketing, printing work, and promotion. You want to sell a little bit of that real quick to us? Kind of give the folks an idea, because everybody's always looking for a good one. I happen to have one. I'm getting ready to get rid of them. No offense.
No hard feelings. So I do, like I said, a little bit of everything. So I also do graphic design and marketing. I went to college for marketing because I was like, I don't know what I want to do. It was just like, we're going to pick something. That was after I changed my major like 4 times. I was like,
sexy, scary clown marketer.
Which was like never in my thought process of jobs. That was like not. I started in music and then went to like psychology. And then wanted to be a beautician's mortician, so I would like reconstruct faces and that kind of thing.
Wow.
Which I might go back to do.
Oh,
Like I might go back and finish that out. Just because I just like that.
That could be another like Mischief series. Mischief, the beautician, mortician. That's a mouthful, but it's pretty damn cool.
Oh my God, you're literally speaking my language. So I don't know what, since I was young, I always wanted to work in a funeral home. I wanted to be a mortician, and my mom, explained it to me, and I've just been fascinated by it. So that's so cool.
I think it's fun. I don't know. I'm just like, death's always going to be here. That's like, my job security is great.
Man, I mean, hey, it's going to happen. One more thing before we let you go. We usually say half hour. We've been well past that, and I'm off work tomorrow, so if I don't stop, I'll keep you here until about 3 a.m. Has there been a weird spot in shooting, a spot that's made you say, whoa, this is too much for me, or something so disastrous, like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened? Has there ever been a moment where maybe you out scared yourself?
Yeah. That happened this year. I can't say what film.
Okay.
But I was a method actor and didn't know that I was. So,
oh wow.
My character for that film is kind of known as an overeater, and so my death had to do with overeating. Which, when they booked me for that, they were like, "Just so you know, this is kind of how she's known. Are you okay with that?" I said, "Well, I myself am not an overeater, so I'm not worried about it." I said, "I'm a forget to eater." 5 p.m. comes around and I'm like, oh my God, I'm shaking. I'm like, what's wrong with me? It's like, oh,
my wife goes, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that part personally doesn't offend me in any way. And so there's 2 scenes where she overeats. One is with eggs. That scene went fine. My death scene, I'm eating these like barbecue sauce covered meatballs.
Oh God, sounds so good too.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't really like meat like that, but we'll do whatever, So the character that kills me is, the main character. He comes in and he's like, "Oh, I made you these, whatever." They are laced with this like pepper or whatever, flakes and things. And they asked me if I could handle spice before, like way early in the day. I was like, "No, I made barbecue sauce is hot."
That's me. Like mustard makes me sweat.
Right. I'm like, I'm not really, So they said, okay, well, we'll just tape this shut so that way you don't get any of the actual spice or whatever. We'll just put it in post. I'm like, cool, sounds good. So the lead actor is a method actor. I did not know this until after the scene. So we had discussed the scene before. We're like, I'm gonna start to eat these meatballs. You're gonna put this spice on there. I'm gonna kind of start having an allergic reaction and choking. And he's kind of force feeding me as well, as I'm kind of choking and dying at the same time.
Oh my God.
And he was like, yeah, we'll kind of pause in between so we can add effects. I was like, cool, sounds great. Everything. I don't have to choke for 2 minutes straight. I'm cool. Awesome. Let's do it. So we get to shooting, and we just both were really just bouncing off of each other, and it went way far, way fast, way crazy, was like actually choking.
Oh my God.
Had taken the tape off the shaker. I had no idea. Put flakes on it. Yeah. I was like snotting and eyes were crying. And it was,
no.
And I said, you know what? I thought in my head for a minute, I'm like, should I just be like, okay, we should probably like reset. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to keep going. So it was like from start filming to finish filming, that scene was over 6 minutes long. If you know anything about film, that's a long time.
Yeah, right. It sounds like Jesus.
Yeah. So I kind of, I die like face first in my chewed up meat that I just, everywhere. He like pulls my head up, like kisses my forehead, draws a lipstick, and then puts me back down. And as soon as they yelled cut, everyone that was watching on like the monitors was like, holy shit, that was so cool. That was so real. And I was like, that's because it was.
Oh my God.
You're still face down, like, oh wait, is she okay? Is she all right now?
No, so it stays in the movie.
Yeah.
It does. Awesome. If that's any more reason to check out your stuff, I don't know if it is. You almost die for us people out there. Truly, this was absolutely amazing. I thank you for the day change and being a great communicator. It's key for us trying to do a program like this when the great talent comes on and just keeps up. So I appreciate that. You're certainly an amazing professional, and you have an in you. So we're rooting for you, and hope to see more. I'm going to get ready for the scroll to begin and read it from the beginning. It's easier that way. But you can find the amazing Kelsey Livengood, a.k.a. Mischief, on Facebook. You can look at Mischief's page. Instagram is Mischief the Clown Official. Definitely worth a visit. IMDb is the source for all your movie good stuff. You can just check Kelsey Livengood to find her titles. www.allmylinks.com/Mischief the Clown Official. TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. It's everywhere. And don't forget, one more banner for the folks at home. I'm getting better at this every day. The Oddies podcast, December 5th, 8 p.m. with Kelsey Livengood. It is their season finale, so make sure you jot it down, check it out, because you are just everything. You're lovely, you're smart, you're funny, and you're super talented, and I can't thank you enough. And we'd love to invite you on again. Maybe try late September, maybe, for Halloween. There you go. I actually, and I'll run this page real quick before I let you go. I actually spoke with Lydia and Jess. I'm like, how about we have a bunch of you, like Lydia and Jess and Kelsey, and they're like, never going to work because half of us are going to either not be there or have something go wrong. I'm like, I'm still going to try it next year. It was cool, like when Lydia had sushi and the two of them came on, and Lydia's been with us probably 5 or 6 times. She's been a guest co-host, all that, so she knows the ropes. And sometimes she says, so-and-so won't want to do it. So when I told her you were coming on, I knew Kelsey would, because she's awesome. And we love it. Thank you so much, everybody. Kelsey Livengood, a.k.a. Mischief. A round of applause from me. Have a great night, and we'll see you real soon.
See you soon.
Love you, Mischief. Love you, Kelsey.
Bye.
Bye, girl.
We are going to let her go out there. And Bree, I got to tell you, I told her the story before you got here. I found her a couple years back, of course, on social media. We find everybody great. And I will admit, thank you. I will admit I was scare-roused. Is that the word, scare-roused?
Oh,
because it's scary, but she's sexy. And then you see her real life picture, like, oh yeah, I could take this kind of fear. And I thought, let's get her on the show. And it was a while back, and it was in May. I'm like, well, it doesn't really go with May. So I'll wait till Halloween. But Halloween, usually every year we have Lydia Manson. So when we do the 2-nighter, like I said, I tried to get Mischief for this year on the 2-nighter, and again, something comes up last minute. When you're a superstar like that in the horror world and Halloween comes around, they're going to pluck you. A couple years back was Fallon Vendetta. We had her for weeks, and she's like, dude, I am so sorry. I got to back out.
Yeah.
Got the call.
Well,
kind of like...
on, though. That's awesome. She's so sweet, and she's so fucking pretty.
She is. She's like everything. That's why when you see the Mischief stuff, like the ponytail and all, and I'll bring this picture up again, whether she likes it or not. Like that one. Like I'm looking through pictures, and I'm like, I need a good one for the promo. So I always try to get a good picture. I'm like, oh my God, I love this picture. I do. It's like, it's got a little bit of everything. It's scaring me a bit.
I love the fact that it's two separate personalities. That it's her alter ego. I have an alter ego as well. But when it comes out, it's not such a great thing. But anyway, actually, I'm utilizing my alter ego for great things. But anyway, I love the fact that she owns herself, and the fact that her real life is so drastically different, but still enmeshed in her hobby, in her love, in her passion, so I love what she does. So many people are they don't seem to understand why people do the things they do, because they don't understand themselves. The fact that she's a confident woman and she does what she does because she loves it, that speaks it speaks volumes.
Sure.
And I feel like women really we ought to be way more like that. Seriously.
We love it. I love celebrating all kind of artists here, and one of the main things I love about the program, like I said to you before, in the beginning, a lot of my friends were like, what's it like? You should change the name to the Hottie Show, because we had a lot of great female artists. I'm like, no, I want to celebrate women for going out and kicking ass. And when you have a wife that goes out and kicks ass, she zip lines, she's learning the bass, she's a great nurse. When you live with somebody that kicks ass like that, you want to keep celebrating that. Round and around and around. You really do.
Absolutely.
So when people said that, I'm like, nah, this is a show we celebrate artists. It just so happens that, and this is for the men out there too. It just so happens that, like, God, this is fairly honest here. I think 80% of the women will respond. Maybe 20% of the men will respond. Men respond so badly to emails, texts, etc. Women are always very sharp, even if it's a letdown, even if they say no, thank you, or I can't, or whatever.
Yeah.
Women respond so much faster. Why is that, Bree Teller?
You know what it is? I think it's because men are very one-track minded, and unless their mind is set on one specific goal. Like that's why okay, so men are very one-track minded. And I mean like let's say a man meets a beautiful woman that he really vibes with, he really likes. His mind is directly set there for a while, until he has to pull back and be like, oh shit, I gotta focus on work now. And then they focus on work and work and work and work, and then they focus on something else and something else and something that. And that's how just men are wired, you know. And that's why men, I know many men that are not big texters, or and I feel like that's my side, because to be fair, my father says this to me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just like you. I really don't like answering my phone. I do it because I care about other people. But honestly, if my phone didn't exist, I would be totally okay with that. I'm just
the phone part or the texting as well.
All of it. I honestly
really
minded. Yeah, and that's my manly side, I guess, and that's also where my lesbian side comes from too.
Wow, what a you do.
Yeah, no, I understand why men are the way that they are, and there are women that are the same way that men are, very one-track minded. But I guess women right now, the fact that they are prompt responders, like because we want more. We want more, and we're looking for the opportunities. We're looking, because we are far more independent now than we have in the past. And women are owning their self-love, their beauty, their
and it's the funny thing that I see, and Jeff will see my 10 plus different things I do and respond immediately, sure. But my wife is very unique in the fact that she always wants to get things done, but there's no plan. Like, we came back from vacation, and I'm laying on the couch, and I look, and there's baskets of clean laundry. And she's folding laundry. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it's folding some laundry. Like, she gets the knack, knows in her head it's got to be done, and goes and does it. Not discussion or not. Even though, she like, hey, can I get a little help? And I'm always like, you're seriously sleeping? But like,
sorry, Dave, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Like, she's got that impact. She just goes into attacks. Like, if something needs to be done, has to get done, wants to get done, she'll go do it. Not, hey,
That is her manly side. That's why women, we're falling into balance. Like, that's women. That's why I guess a lot of men may get upset by saying, well, I'm independent women. Well, we don't want to be that way. We don't fucking want to be that way. We just want to be understood and seen and heard and loved the same way that you guys want to. So I love the fact that so many women, especially with this show, as you said, Jeff, like, this show really, like, it's maybe you just have a knack to, like, find the women that really are on their shit. Your wife, prime example. Like, she knows what she wants, does what she wants, she gets what she wants, and there's nobody telling her anything else other than what she wants. And that's honestly, that's what I see in her soul. That's why I respect her. Maybe it's a knack that you have, that you meet these people, and for whatever reason, it's just more so women with their responses, everything like that. But you're drawn to the people that really get the shit done. That really are very good at their craft. They're good at what they do. And hopefully in time, hopefully there's some men that'll reach out, and let us see a different side of you. Vincent from the other week, he was awesome.
Vincent was great. Shout out.
Reach out.
Yeah, and I agree. There's so much talent, and when we say talent, and I say artist a lot, and everybody, as you know, a lot of people associate the word artist with musician or painter. Now, artist is authors and actors and actresses, musicians, of course, painters, chefs, some business owners, brewers. There's a lot of artists in this world. And that's what we celebrate here. We celebrate art of all form, as you know. And I forgot to ask, speaking of artists, and I heard something very great. How did the performance go the night for Thanksgiving? You performed, of course, at Poorhouse in North Wales, and I heard great stuff from it. How was it, man? Tell us a little bit about the experience.
We actually had a lot of great feedback. Actually, I talked to Rocco today. He's the manager at the Poorhouse. He's freaking so sweet. He was so accommodating. Everybody there was so nice. The servers, bartenders, everybody was so cool. We wherever we go, we always strive to put on a great show. The feedback was awesome. Unfortunately, what I did hear today, though, is Rocco had told me that they're cutting back on their music right now. Well, A, it's the time of year, and B, it's the economy right now. So I mean, it is what it is, because opportunities are always out there, and we always look for opportunities, and wherever else we can find to play, that's where we're gonna go. So if you guys know of anywhere that you can let Jeff know or let me know that has live music, any opportunity, just send it my way, because all I want to do is move forward. Life is forward progressive motion, and that's what I'm determined to. Oh, he did. All right, I'm gonna send him a message. Vincent brought me up the show. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Oh my gosh, he's so sweet, and he's so freaking cute.
And he's talented.
And he's talented too. Oh, his voice is so fucking pretty.
Really is. It was great.
Gosh,
Nice.
Girling so bad right now, and I
Saw some highlights from that show that did look amazing, and I try to get to so many. Well, pick and messer. We got a good Vincent pick. Isn't that a Seinfeld episode? Vincent's picks. I'm not saying the word. But yeah, and there is a again, like I said, with my guys like the Hottie show, there's definitely a sex appeal about somebody extremely creative.
Very so.
And even when my wife, those times she's like, I just can't do this bass. And then Friday night, we had some company, stayed up for a little bit, and I went to bed. Company had left. She was up, she said, till 4 a.m, practicing, just watching YouTube vids and practicing. And it's like my fingers hurt so bad, but it was so worth it. Like there's an appeal to that I really like. Like, I love it.
Yeah, it's true. It's hey Jen, love you girl. It's true. It's the drive. Like, and that's with anything. Like, that's where you find, they say, what is it? Motion will only move you forward when you have an emotion backing it. When you really want to do something, you get it done. For example, the fact that I'm a recovering addict, minus the fact that I drink, but the fact that I'm a recovering addict, I knew the reason why I wanted to do what I was doing all the time, and I would stop at nothing to get the drug that I was looking for. And any addict, current addict or recovering, I tell you that when you're able to switch that to something that's empowering to your life, it is the most unbelievable feeling in the entire world, and that is what drives you forward. And that is what creates the change that you were supposed to manifest your entire life the whole freaking time. And that's what also drives the change in other people. Because once you learn how to switch it, that's what, personally for me, I mean, that's what gives me life. And the funny thing is, I think we all are addicted to certain things in different ways, whether you want to admit it or not. Some people are addicted to drugs. Some people are addicted to alcohol. Some people are addicted to food. Some people are addicted to sex. Some people are addicted to judgment. Some people are addicted to work. And it doesn't.
I'm addicted to this. I was shaking last Tuesday. I swear to God. Like, not have a mic in my face on a Tuesday night's rare, but now it's gonna happen. Having election day, Vegas, and then Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve both fall on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, it's not the thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Our minds just, we want to believe that what we're doing is bad. Like, there's no such thing as good or bad. It's just what it is, and if it's drawing you down negatively in your life, then pick something that builds you up. Go out and fucking pursue a hobby. Go out and get yourself looking all nice and sexy if you're lonely and you want to meet somebody, because that somebody is the fuck out there. You just got to get into your light. It's as long as we like, there's such a bigger purpose behind everything. I don't know why I got off this tangent, but I'm going to keep going with it. There's a bigger purpose behind everything. And once you recognize it and once you start utilizing it, that's when your life starts opening up brand new doors and brand new directions. And I'm telling you, like the fact that Cassie sat there for 4 hours, that was since till 4 in the morning. Till 4 fucking o'clock in the morning.
But still, it broke up around 12, 1 o'clock. So
I'm proud of you, Cassie. Yeah.
She, in my opinion, and it's not a bad opinion, she wants to be good, but no, she's not good. She wants to be great so bad that to not be there right away is frustrating. That's the way I am. I took up drumming twice. I got an electric drum set. Everybody said, play it every day. I tried, and I'm like, there's kind of people just maybe great immediately or it's no good. Tell Sebastian much love and good night. And I'm like, I keep saying, is that your problem? You want to be great already? She's like, no, I just want it to be, I want it to flow. I want to be past that stage of being awkward with it. Yeah. Bravo to her, because that's where I fall apart.
Yes, yeah.
That's where I drop it.
It's funny that you say that. I have an electric drum set out there, and that's one thing that I have to learn how to play the drums, because I got so much aggression inside my soul that I put it out. And writing isn't always just enough. But where I lag is I see everything in my mind to begin with. So where you want to be perfect right off the bat, or you want to right off the bat, where Cassie's appreciating the journey, she's still seeing the vision ahead. She's in a better spot than we both are, because I see everything all at one time, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. And then it's not the motivation, because I'm motivated. It's the procrastination of actually doing it, because I get so overwhelmed so easily. And that's one thing that I'm learning how to break through, that I'm learning how to work through. And that's also to bring back what Mischief said. So when she's talking about improv, that's the best thing about laughing at yourself, because the journey is what's to be most appreciated. When you're learning how to play drums, or you're learning how to play bass and you fuck up, it's funny. Like, start laughing at yourself. Like, we're human. We do stupid shit. And if you can laugh at yourself, then you can get through a lot more of this world. And I don't think that's what people really seem to understand. Why do you think comedians are so fucking successful? Because there's truth in comedy. And it is. So if you can start laughing at yourself, watch how easier your life gets for you.
Yeah, I feel bad sometimes when watching football. You're like, man, for practice, I'm like, well, I don't jump and say yes, but I should jump and say yes every time she wants to hop on and practice, because why not, man? Just let her keep feeling comfortable with it. And this is cool what Rachel said. I've learned to be kind to myself and know that even if I don't practice every day or even every week, I'm still better every time I practice. And Cassie, if you're watching that, really, that's the key. It doesn't make a difference when you practice. But as long as you get out there and practice, you'll keep progressing. I guess I got to learn that myself, too. I don't practice this. I'm just naturally awesome at this work.
You're fucking naturally awesome at everything, Jeff. I see
you are.
That beard's looking pristine. You look like a whole Viking right now. You got to tell me your beard products for real. Okay. Maybe we should try to be sponsored by them, because your beard's looking sexy.
We did have a little moment. My friend Jim Hutton does own this company called the Moist Collective.
Ooh.
And they make different beard products. And I know we took a little break from it, but I think you could still get on there and order. This was his promo here. And he actually did a promo with us. He said, anybody that orders off the code, YOSHOW20, we get 20% off and throw us back a little something. So I've been promoting Jim when I can. So that's a great lead-in by you. www.areyoumumoist.com. It's got great T-shirts and merchandise as well. But there's beard butter, beard oil, beard wash, all kind of great. And they're naturally made. They smell absolutely amazing. This one's pretty much empty, but you still get that awesome natural smell without all that musk. This one's called the Modern Man. And
I need a T-shirt that says, "Are you moist?"
I gotta see if he has any more. He's had them, and that was like his big seller. Matter of fact, there's a sticker. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of this and see if you can see this.
I will wear it. I'll wear the fuck out of that shirt.
I gotta see if I still have any more of these. Hang on a second, I'm trying to get a picture of them. There it is.
I love it.
I might fall and break my ass. Ladies and gentlemen, my
I wonder
crotch.
if the beard products will work well in hair. Do you think it would?
I would assume it would. I assume it's close.
I'll have to try.
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
Apologize that I keep on pulling it down, guys. Yeah.
That's
Being
fine.
a girl is difficult sometimes, when you're in
But
the process. But
yeah.
we do what we do in order to try to
might
look.
be the first time I ever showed my crotch on the program.
Oh, you can show it if you want. I'm not against it.
But here it is. There's actually a sticker. RUMoist.com. The Moist Collect. I gotta see if I have any more of these stickers because the one night we did our only live appearance at Wing Bowl over at Murphy's and the upstairs. We got to bring the podcast or the year the Eagles made the Super Bowl, and he came with products. We were giving away products. He came with stickers. It's on YouTube. The audio was horrible, but we had an absolute blast. It was really a great time. But yeah, so Jim is definitely, and I got to show you this because I believe in this full-heartedly. I always say it about gay men as well. Getting complimented by a lesbian is the highest level a man can achieve. And I said like when gay guys say, "Hey, I like the way you dress," I was always like, "Oh, I'm doing something right then." You know what I mean? So
True.
I'm blushing a little bit tonight. Might be the flu still, but yeah, I was sick all week. But I'm with that. Like I said, I love the way artists come out here of any form. Now, we used to do a thing used to be called Lookout Local, and we would bring in local business owners for 10 or 15 minutes to talk about what they do and how to check them out. And some people said, yeah, one or two people would pop in, which was great, just we could help one person. And you just like everybody is just a creator. What is hair?
Hair?
They're not this hair. I guess like hair. Hair.
I see what you did there, and you're right because I didn't say it properly. I mean, like the hair on your top of your head.
Thank you. Well played with top of your head.
Your eyebrows. That could be your beard. That could be your mustache. That could be your ear hair. But yes, the hair on your top of your head.
The head, top of your head hair? We got a head hair?
The hair on the top of your head.
See, right. What else we're great for here is making up new phrases like scorazzle and hair and head hair. And I think he's asking what hair. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow. So there's none here. There's plenty here.
No.
As J.D. Wolf says, best beard in the business. I think.
True. Very true. Very, very true. Sexiest beard in the business.
Thank you.
So are you going to keep on growing it? Are you going to like braid it in?
I have been asked several times to trim it.
Trim it?
Trim it.
Who say that? They don't even understand the quality of a great beard. Okay?
Right, and no offense to anybody. There's a girl at my work. She's in her mid-20s, but she's very into fashion. She's very hip. Mm-hmm. She knows the ins and outs. She's like it long. And I'm like, okay. Because I like it. I like to see how long it gets before it gets ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, it kind of feels good down there, too. So any woman that says she don't like it, she never had that beard yet.
Right.
Well played, Rachel. Well played.
Beard. See, but Mike... Now, Mike keeps a good head of hair. I haven't had hair on my head, seriously, in like 15 years.
Well, it's okay.
20 years, maybe. I don't care. I don't miss it.
It's transferred. That's a blessing. Say, maybe it's just because I just have a strong chin, and that's just where it wanted to go. That's what it was.
It relocated. It moved.
Yeah, logic. It just because my chin is so strong. Didn't want to be on my anymore because I wanted to move to the strongest part in my face, so that's where it went. I don't know.
Face. I don't know. Mike's a stud and single, Bree. Look at that. Wow.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Mike is a stud. He knows it.
I'm Mike.
I'm Mike.
I like him bald.
He's not bald though. He got hair.
Where?
It's kind of like it's the shadow. It's the shadow of the picture. He's got blonde hair.
Yeah, I can't see it though. It's just because the picture's so tiny. And guys, I want to apologize because I know like I'm literally sitting here on like holding my phone, and I'm trying to work out my laptop. I promise the setup will be way better next time. Next week, I promise it'll be better. So
Okay.
I feel like I'm kind of like in like a bounce house, and I feel bad that you guys are watching all over.
A bounce house.
Yeah.
Hey, we should do a show from a bounce house.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a mess. Speaking of next week, and actually we start tomorrow, we got like a lineup of absolutely sensational super musicians coming on the show. If you like the music part that we do, we got a ton. And we actually start off tomorrow night, 8 p.m., of course, your show Wednesday with Alex. She is amazing with the purple and green hair. It's going to be her fourth trip on the program. We're going to talk about her new music. We're going to talk about her upcoming tour and shows she has coming up. Super cool. December 10th from Virginia Beach, or actually, I'm sorry, from Nashville. We're going to Virginia, Nashville. J.C. Clark, Rock Goddess, the purple hair. It's like a week of hair. Green and purple. JC's purple. JC's got some brand new solo stuff out. Of course, she's also with the Lake Divided Super Musician December 10th. December 11th, that is a Tuesday. Is that a Tuesday or Wednesday? It's a Wednesday. I'm getting so confused. But Bree, we've got to try and get you on that Wednesday because it's the amazing Miss Laura Cheadle. And she's terrific. We've seen her a bunch of times. Superhuman being great to the show. December 14th, hard rock and metal. Ruinous, another female lead singer of the great band Ruinous. January 7th, local country artist Lily Moss will be on the show. Wednesday, January 15th, it's Vos, former singer of Sour Station, now has his own project. And January 21st, my man Rob Harris and the band Life After Last. And more emails and signings coming up, Bree, so we're packed.
Sweet. I'm down.
All right, I'm definitely down. And like I said, Wednesday nights we do.
Oh, Cass, I know I already have my laptop. It's just I'm moving a lot of stuff around in my bedroom, and like I said, I overthink things, so it's taking me a little bit longer than I like. However, I'm determined to get it done today. And if I don't get it done tonight, or at least by tomorrow by the latest, then you guys can sincerely kick my ass by next week. I promise you, I will have the whole setup ready.
That'd be a lady thing. Yeah, when you get out to Vegas, we like to hit you up. Rachel's super cool. She did a guest host spot one time. She has terrific music. She's a lot like you, Bree. She speaks very much from the heart and soul. Very deep, but very well thought out stuff. And again, that's she is hot too. That she is as well. I will say that. Hot little picture there. And then we got a hot little picture here. Look at hotties. These hotties come. Look at this hottie. Look at these hotties come to the Yo Show. They don't come to see me.
Of course, we got hottie people that watch us. Oh, I love you, Rachel. Hey, I'm gonna send you a DM a little bit later, girl. We got hottie people that tune in, that watch us. We got hotties that come on the show. We're hotties. Your significant other is a hottie because I don't have one currently, so you know.
Oh. Have you ever been to the Humeville Inn?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, let's set up a meeting.
Wait.
Mike.
Oh, I got you, Mike. All right. Okay.
Yeah. And
my attempt at winking, but I'm not very good at doing that.
Last time we went there, because Mike has become a big fan of the show. I couldn't appreciate it more. Humeville Inn is one of the places we like to go for a drink or two. And I like it there because it's not like the bar drama scene. It's very much just go drink and hang out. And I went with my friend Maria. Mike was there, and he made sure we drank for sure. And we had a blast. And he's a super funny dude, and he's a cool dude. And I said, he's like, now you're here, let me interview you. So he's kind of interviewing me when I sat on the bar stool. Very cool. Great place, great people. And, who knows? Maybe they'll start doing music and we'll bring it there. We want musicians to play. And Kinsey King is in the audience all the time, and he's getting his band together. And he's like, dude, book us a show. Let's get 3 bands. Let's book a show. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. but where?
Oh, we can figure that out, Jeff. I'll help you out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm sad I was in Vegas and not to get to see you perform, but it's definitely on the list, and I need to know because I want to come out and see you. It's great having you here, but listen to your music and even watching the other live video you shot a couple weeks ago. I get entranced by it. And I love your voice. I love your presence. So yeah, I want to come see it live.
Yeah. It's a whole different experience. It is. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Thank you, my friend. And that was like, the thing that got me excited, and the thing that people have said since you started with us, is that you do get as deep as we try to get into music, and the questions we ask me and Jewel, and the more of the how did you get started, and go to their music instead of like their outer life. You have, in essence, to bring out even more in a musician that'll have them talk about their music while discussing their regular life or discussing their life leading up to it.
Yeah.
It's a talent. And I know, because I know you're so proud of your inner and outer experiences getting to where you were in the music world.
Mm.
So I like that fact you got that knowledge. Very cool.
Thank you. And honestly, I want to say it's a talent. I think it's more of a gift, to be honest, because like there's I always keep on saying, I'm like, there's no such thing as coincidences. There's so much more to the world than we even realize, and once you see it, you can't turn back from it, so I'm blessed that there's something, I guess, innate inside of me that's able to, pull out those coincidences, that I'm able to spot them and see them and find them. And what I want to do is, move forward with something in that realm. I'm big into numerology, and I'm learning more about astrology. I just have to find out how astrology relates to individuals, and there's so many more things about that. I just like the deeper stuff that we're told is taboo to learn. The things that we're not supposed to investigate yet are all around us at all times. So and especially the experiences that I've had in my life, and being able to talk to creative minds that are like me, when I'm able to find that the resonance between the two of us, that's where connections happen. And I thrive on connections. And I think all humans do. We just have to learn how to connect better, and ask the right questions and meet the right people. And I'll tell you, people should never feel lonely. I mean, we're never alone. We should never feel lonely because our people are out there. It's just being able to resonate with them, and I love pulling that stuff out because real is real, and real is really, really real. And I love that. So thank you for saying that, Jeff. That means a lot. Thank you.
Sure. That's what we pride ourselves on, real. Just be yourself. And I tell everybody, and even like I said, Kelsey offered to be Mischief. I mean, good Lord, who wouldn't want to see that? And then a while back, I'm going to show this picture. I still have this picture on here. We had this girl as a guest. Right here. Her name is Brianna Dale. She's a model. She's got like 2 million followers on Instagram.
Oh my God.
She models. She sent me a calendar. And she messages me and she's like, so do you want me to be in a bikini or just kind of dressed?
You can be on my face.
I mean, so in my mind, it's bikini, 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 bikini. And even as I'm typing, I'm like, dress. And I'm like, and then I hit send and I'm like, I told Jewel, I told her no bikini, be in a dress. I think she thinks I'm crazy.
She's beautiful.
She is. And she was a lot of fun on the show. She had great stories to tell. And she used to be a barista in one of those bikini espresso houses.
Yeah.
Boy, did she have some story. A lot of fun. Episode 99 on YouTube. Back for our audio was good. The audio sucks. The episode was great. And I got a little stuttery at times. And I was a freaking mess. But
nice.
I don't know what made me bring that up. Oh, about like people like, I would love to see Mischief, but I didn't want her to feel she had to put on the persona, etc. It's going to be yourself. Let's hear about it. Although, like I said, Halloween next year.
Yeah. And that's like the crazy thing, because Mischief is a part of her. I think as we shut so many parts of ourselves down, and it's stupid. It's really stupid. I mean, unless you're just fucking a horrible, horrible person, that other side of you, maybe you should shut it down. However, I think there's a beauty in a woman choosing to be sexy. I don't like when women are like, oh, don't objectify me. But titties are still out, girl. I mean, either you're wanting to be objectified, or you just haven't figured out a way to not objectify yourself. Either own it, or because you can shut it down. Like If it's bothering you, walk away or whatever, or don't wear the outfit you're wearing. Personally, I like it. I don't give a fuck what you wear.
Yeah, my wife likes to, she likes to dress up, and at the times like, you like this, I'm like, yeah, it's sexy, and she's, takes a step back, like, am I okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can't have it if my wife's hot.
We have to own our sexiness. That's the thing. That it's everything's got to line up. It's got to be in resonance. So when you shut one side of yourself down and say that it's wrong, what do you think is wrong about it? Where was that taught to you that it's wrong, or is it wrong because you just don't feel like it really resonates with who you are? Women should be sexy. Women should be a little mischievous. I don't mean that like in like a fucked up way, but I mean like we should keep our secrets. Our secrets are our secrets. Our other side should be revealed to anyone who really sees us as women, and it's the same thing with men. I mean, men, you guys, I feel like you guys are more so told and taught to be a certain way, where either that your darker side comes out super dark sometimes, or your light side kind of overtakes you, where you kind of really lose a sense of your masculinity, so that's why it's just a matter of getting in touch with both sides. And there's nothing wrong. I love the fact that Mischief owns her darkness.
Yeah.
I own my darkness, and it's beautiful. It really is. It brings out like character and strength, and like
I don't own mine.
We're two types of people. We're light and dark, but as long as you're utilizing both sides for the right purpose, then that's when you find the miracles happen in your life. I'm
with you. Like
fault.
Rachel said, balance. And just it's a great outlook. I want to do something real quick. I do different things for different people on the show, and promotions are always free for now because you got to pay the bills. But I do like promote bands. And Crooked Ways is the band on my sweatshirt, and I got to see them over at the Bucks County Community College. They played at Z-Lock Center, which is a great little theater, like 2,000-3,000 people theater. Awesome local band. Because I love playing music here. And I even said I posted that we're going to start doing a different entry song every week from different artists. Maybe kind of vote on them and have the artists kind of promote, like, hey, we opened up the air show tonight. This is Crooked Ways, A Moment to Borrow. It's a banger. And we're going to play it real quick on the show and then come back in about 5 minutes with myself, Bree Teller, some closing words, and a lot of love. So stick around. We'll be back in about 5. This is Crooked Ways, who are on my hoodie, A Moment to Borrow.
Mwah. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Coming.
They tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe you're destined for great things. What do I know?
Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is fine to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. Lost and drowned in a moment like this. Cast a dream past the veil that won't exist. Secret nights tucked away that come to light. Cast a stone, activate your fight or flight. A tattered shell of who you are. It's locked away, you've gone too far. Trust you can find in anyone. You can't pretend it isn't. I can't remember all the times you showed me when to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is fine to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they pushed away and set up to fail. Those thoughts when you sleep that can't be real, bringing out something that you know. Going back to a time it wasn't shown. What it becomes is nothing more than places that you've been before. This double vision telling lies, a light that darkens when it's dark. Can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owed me. You can regret it, you can't forget it, you can't forget it now. So apathetic, you're so pathetic, you're so pathetic now. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. One look before it goes too far. This thought is gone before it starts. Dropped into places where we were caught indecisive, never sure. Can you remember to forget and just surrender what you left before you give up every part? Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. Losing vision, one last decision. Grasping on to the time you are missing. Hard to follow when we're filled tomorrow. Watching you beg for a moment tomorrow.
All right, awesome. That is Nick and Zach and the dudes from Crooked Ways. You see this awesome hoodie? Check them out now. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Check them out now on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube. Crooked Ways is the band. A lot of great hard rock music, great local scene. Bree, I'm glad you're here for it. I wanted to show you this real quick, Bree, because I didn't get a no when I asked to do this. So I guess I'm okay to do this. But anyway, here is a quick clip of the beginning of the Oddies podcast. And you can see Mischief in full makeup. Look at this. This is very cool.
Love it.
Right? Just give it a quick check out.
Hey, we're live. Where the fuck did Kenny go?
I'm here. I'm here.
There we go. Now we're live. So next time we'll have a fancy intro with a countdown. It's a shit show this week. Hi, everybody.
It's a shit show. Let me make sure my shit's like I like it. Hey,
Yeah.
it looks like we might be.
We're live. Yep.
I got to tell you, I kind of love the presentation of it. You know, definitely improv, laid back, fun, and right. If she wasn't hot enough already, like
Serious.
that Mischief thing, there is a hardcore, sexy aura about that entire character. It's supposed to be a horror character.
Absolutely. It reminds me, like I said, House of a Thousand Corpses. Like
Yeah.
Sherry Moon Zombie. I love her. Like
She's
just
hot.
the giggle, like, you know, because I honestly, this is why I love it. It's I always say I will be a kid for the rest of my life.
Yep.
I want to grow up, you know, and obviously I do the adulting thing as we all do, you know. At the same time, there's still always going to be an essence of that within me. So when I see characters like that, That's what I love about it. You know, it sucks growing up, when you have to grow up in the way that society tells you. Fuck that. Be a clown. Be a baby. Be a whatever kitten. Or what, I mean, that's just that's what you do. You do what you do. Be a fuzzy. Be a furry. Be whatever the fuck you want to be. Just have fun. Live. We live this life in order to live it. That's why I respect people that really own that. It's so cool. It's fucking cool.
It is, and like I said, like work people and friends people I knew from the past are like, I saw your show. It's all right. Okay, guess what? You're gonna have hundreds of more chances to watch it because it's not going nowhere. You know what I mean? I love doing it. I go out and meet people who love watching it. And I have great people who follow it, etc. So yeah, man, this isn't going away.
No.
Let's look at our emoji section. I love seeing people if you take the extra time to put an emoji. Thumbs up from Ivan Reyna, Johnny Ornelas, Frank Bittner, Eric Wadley Silver, Ben Applegate. Of course, we got some love from Krista Hansen, Mary Kate. Shout out. Thanks, Mary Kate. Andy Johnson, who, of course, is in love with Mischief. And we got the care emojis, too, from Mike Steubenvall and Joseph Mazza. So thank you for popping in and sharing some moments. The thing was really cool, Bree, and I've never had anybody do this. I had one time where somebody shared and linked their Twitch. But for the first time, Mischief actually took the actual link and brought us onto her YouTube channel live and her Facebook live. Nobody's ever done that before, so that's pretty cool. So that was very cool. So if you came here from Mischief's page, thank you. Feel free to find us at The O Show and always see who we have coming on because we do it, man. We do horror, we do comedy, we do music, we act silly, we drink beer, we
do improv.
We vape.
Talk shit,
We talk shit.
Fun time.
We're gonna play the lesbian dating game on here one time with Bree.
Oh, can we have at least 5 other bi lesbian? Because it's fun with more girls.
All right, this is the moment my wife's got to turn it off because I'm going to say yes. It always is.
Everybody knows. You all know it is.
It's always fun with more girls. Rule number 1 in the podcasting is never hit on your guest or. I didn't hit on anybody. I was good last week with or 2 weeks ago with Bree.
You know what?
Bree Taylor. I was very good with her.
Well, you know what, Jeff? I don't take it as you hitting on me. I just take it. It's like my brother talking to me, well, no, because that sounds inappropriate. No, I take it like I'm really good friends.
That is so much more.
I know. I didn't even mean it like that. Don't take it like that, guys.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Woo.
Wow! Well, no, I mean, we have banter. We have banter, and I don't say things personally. I just figured out a way how to, come back at a person that, that says something inappropriate. I say something even more inappropriate, and that's just where I am, and I love it because life is improv. You can say yes to it, or you can just, be a little bitch about it. So I say yes, and I keep on going. And if you want to battle that, by all means. But I promise you, I can get dirty. But we'll see. We're gonna do it, Jeff. You and I, one day.
That's gonna happen. We're gonna have it. Rachel, you're welcome. All women are welcome. I tried to do, and my wife said I'm crazy for thinking about it. Either an on-air bikini contest or an on-air tattoo contest.
Can we do a bikini tattoo contest?
Sure. All the women have to do is log in and use their window. And, it's, of course, you got their consent because it's on YouTube. I notice all the views start getting higher and higher as I'm talking about this. But, why not?
Room for this. I think we need more judges for this, Jeff. We got to plan this out because I'm down.
My wife's going to want to judge. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
She's going to want to judge. Matter of fact, she might want to host.
Yes, please. Please.
And I'll be on the other side of the desk. How do I press this button? No tattoos. I go, hey, it's an open forum contest. The tattoos aren't shot down, but they're also welcome.
Embraced.
Right. Whatever you have. Piercing. 12 pierces. That's
What?
okay. Right?
Rachel, see, I love her. I love her. She just is surprising. She's just no tattoos, but I'm pierced in 12 places.
Right.
I love you. That's like, what the fuck?
I'm not afraid of that. I'm
All
not
right,
afraid of
Rachel's in a contest.
that. Okay, Rachel's in. We got one.
Yes.
How many we do? 6? 106?
I'll happily be in it. I'll and judge it.
I have
Well,
the feeling, I hope the people out there that love the Yo Show and love Alex are prepared to have the show canceled tomorrow night. I the feeling I'm going to foot right at my ass. No, I won't. Tomorrow night, Alex. She's awesome.
oh, I'm excited.
She can rock a bikini.
Oh, I bet she could. I feel like all the girls that you have on here can rock bikinis and rock nudity and rock all of the other sexiness that encompasses being a woman.
The only person that really can't rock a bikini that's been on this program, and I don't want to be disrespectful, the only person that can't rock a bikini is me.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, it's
Are
definitely
you
me.
sure about that? It is 2024. Anything goes, apparently, allegedly now.
And apparently I have a twin sister, Jeffany, who comes out of woodwork, and I'm sure she can rock it.
She's hot.
Look at that blonde hair. Sexy. You talk lesbian, boy. Back up.
I want to see what she's got going down there. If she's got all that up there.
Right? There you go. Got another contestant. No men. Men can watch.
Always.
But I'm also told I need to do more to get a female audience because I'm about 65% male, 35% female. So it says, dude, you got to pick up a bikini contest. Not going to pick up your female audience.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Right. Thank you. Feel free to judge.
I'm working on things on my end, all right? So let me do my magic, my voodoo, and I promise you. We're building it up, guys. Spread the word.
Right? Spread the word indeed. It is the Yo Show. It is Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. It's Jeff the Shark Perini and Bree Teller and some awesome people do guest co-host spots. And it's also some amazing talent that have been on the program. Countless names. Can't get in 300 and some episodes. You just can't be, like I said, undefeated too, Bree. We never had a bad one. Jeff the Bikini King. That'll be my headline that night. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting in so much trouble. But,
I like it.
yeah, like we don't miss. There's a reason why you don't miss. You get a feel, when we talk about the talents you have. I feel, and my wife has said, and other people have said, I have a certain talent for finding the right kind of guest.
Absolutely.
And part of that is it's the people that are hungry. And I don't mean in a bad way. Like, you see somebody like Kelsey and Mischief. She's hungry to keep creating and keep getting a great image. And a lot of the bands that come on here are newer bands, or even some that are established, just want the name out there. When you get somebody that's hungry for their skill or their trait, they're going to be great talking about it.
Exactly. That's true. It's a love. It's a love, and it's a purpose, and a passion, and a drive. Yeah.
So, kind of a guilty story, and I may have told this before. When we had booked you as a guest, I've been about it for a while. And I think I messaged you, and you didn't get the message, etc. And I have been about it for a while. So when that other person came on, did show me for a few months, she's like, I can try and get Bree. And when we got you, I get nervous because I'm like, are they going to have a good time here? Do they want to talk about what's off limit to talk about? And I never hit you up with that, but I felt kind of proud of the way we handled it. You seem to love enough to come back or want to come back, or Christ, do it multiple weeks here. So it really, I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit and say, I guess, because some people are like, how do you know what to say to these people? I'm like, well, you know what not to say to these people. You know what I mean?
Know what not to say, but a
right.
real tell you, and they won't take it personally because we're all people. We don't mean to offend if we do, but the fucked up and fucking fact of it is the fucked up fact, and the fucking amazing fact is the fact that you do pick certain people for a reason. You do have an innate ability within you that these people are already open books, and they're okay with talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, because they know we're all works in progress, and that's how I am. I'm an open book, and I sometimes, I don't ever say too much because I own the shit that I say, so, and if I say it for a reason. You can take it as you will, if you want to judge me for it, That's fine. Go ahead. Doesn't say anything about me. It's a lot about you and your judgment, people of the world. And it's the truth. Speak your truth. Speak your mind. And you know, just be kind to yourself and be kind to others. It's that simple. And Jeff, you're fucking awesome. You're
Thank you.
so sweet. You like the grit, the real. I love it.
I appreciate that very, very much. I really do. Like I said, this means a lot to me to come on here. It was rough last Tuesday not doing it. Oh, real quick. I said I was going to get to the story. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to get to it anyway. So there's places to see and do, of course, in Vegas. And one of them is Planet 13. Well, it is a consumption room, if you will. Right, for the marijuana. So you can,
Oh, I see. Okay.
you can smoke it, etc.
Hmm.
And we get in there and we kind of went right to it. Like we went with like a first of all, it's pretty wild. You walk in, you go to a table, they tell you that they take your vapes away and all that, and they tell you that you can't be watched smoking, even though it's legal there. People can't watch you. So they had a phone booth and they push the wall and the phone booth turns around and you actually enter this room. And we tried some of the local stuff and a funky apparatus. We were pretty buzzed pretty quick. And I started playing around with my phone and the girl said, "You can shoot video." I'm like, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, you can shoot video." And my wife said, "We does a podcast." She's like, "Well, you have to call the GM and see his business card." So he's upstairs, call him in his office. So I'm thinking, let's interview him, right? Let's bring him down. Let's run the camera and let's do an episode because I was missing it. Girl, I got to tell you, after about 3 minutes, I couldn't even create a word, let alone a sentence. I'm like, bag it, and no, where, what? There was just no way. There was no way. It was good, but there was no way I was creating a program that evening. Oh my God, no.
Oh, at least you halted yourself. At least you
Oh.
halted yourself. That's good.
It wasn't easy, but my wife's like, "Do it." I'm like my mouth would open and words wouldn't come out, and
Like cotton mouth and everything. Like,
no, they give you a giant bottle of water,
oh,
like a fancy, like the restaurants do, like glass bottled water that you pour water in, and you need it because man, you are dried out.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not big on weed. I've always liked mushrooms personally. Yes, that's
Oh, see,
yeah.
anything that
Yeah,
puts
also
me there
fruit.
scares me. Yeah, that
Give
scares
it
me.
time. Soon, mushrooms will be like completely legal. I think. You know, it's just a matter of how to utilize things. That anything from the earth is good. I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. What's that picture? Oh, this is tomorrow night's guest star. I forgot I had this picture. This is Alex. There she is on stage in Philly. I think it was Kung Fu Necktie, and there she is rocking out. She's yeah, she's hot. She's super cool too. And now she'd been on the show a couple times before I seen her perform. So I walk into Kung Fu Necktie, go upstairs, 'cause that's where the stage was. Go in the bathroom, they're unisex. And who's the first person I run into in the bathroom? Alex. Thank you. I'm like, wow. I'm like, what a bad moment. She's like, "No, it's great. Come on in." I'm like, okay. I've adored you as a great guest on my show a few times, and here we are standing in the bathroom. But that's tomorrow night. Alex is back. New music. Got some shows in town. Should be pretty cool. Should be a good time. Straight edge kid. We like that.
That's
like that a lot.
good. Yeah. I was always growing up, and then something just changed, and it
Something
wasn't a
popped.
good change at all. But now I'm back to the drink. I eat a lot.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, do my music, and I guess that's straight, kind of right. Straight edge.
Start microdosing with coffee. Ooh, coffee.
Yeah.
That's not-
Yeah, mud water and there's like mushroom supplements. There's certain mushrooms that are just good for you. They open up, different part of your brain, and that's why I say like from the earth, as long as you're not overdoing it, it just brings you back to life a little bit more. That's why I say it's only a matter of time before they're legal as well.
Appreciate an everyday dose. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Lord knows I need something to clean me up every
They're
day.
working with doctors are working with ketamine trials and psychedelic trials, mushrooms, LSD, ketamine. Now doctors are actually like legally working with it, just testing things out and seeing, because there's so many parts of our brains that like when they're open, it's a whole different experience living. That's true, and it's amazing.
Sure. I'm up for anything that broadens the mind, especially the creative mind. We absolutely love that.
Oh, yeah.
We are unfortunately out of time. It's been 2+ hours already. But I implore you to come back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. The absolutely sensational musician Alex will be our very special guest. Alex Elena, she's awesome. And then next week, Tuesday night, God, I swear to God, the next couple of shows coming up, unbelievable. Alex tomorrow night, next Tuesday, December 10th, with JC Clark, one of my all-time favorite human beings. I love her music, everything that is coming up next Tuesday. So for now, big thanks to Kelsey Livengood. Once again, you can find her Facebook at Mischief, Instagram at Mischief the Clown Official. Bree, I advise you go there. IMDb Kelsey Livengood, www.allmylinks.com/Mischief the Clown Official. Also is available on TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. In your dreams, dream about her. It's all Mischief.
Love you, Kelsey. Love you, Mischief. She's amazing.
Love you, Kelsey and Mischief. Love them both.
Sexy.
As I said, we're going to do a little thing here where we do new music, do intro and outro us, and see if there's anything people like, and they'll vote for and keep alive. I got to see these guys a couple weeks ago at Craft Hall. It's Harkin. They are friggin' awesome. They're big friends and fans of the show. Sunrise and Shadows is the song. Red hot. We're going to take it out of here, and we will see you tomorrow night. Bree Tower, thank you as always for an amazing evening.
Of course. And thank you guys. And I'll see you next Tuesday.
Okay.
No, because I'm trying to talk to you about something, Jeff. But I'm going to text you in a minute.
You got it. No problem. Let's get
it's
some
a good
Harkin.
thing. It's a good thing.
Okay. I like good things.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Oh, no, we're not. We won't be right back. We'll be back tomorrow. Harkin.
Yeah. Bye,
Sunrise and Shadows. Good night. You guys suck at this.
I know you don't.
Sunrise, or can it be? Can it be what I've been known? In the sunlight, or can it be? Can it be what I've been known? Hey, oh, in the sunrise, I don't belong, no. Hey, oh, in the sunrise, I don't belong, no. In the shadows, what can it be? Can it be what I've been known? In the shadows, what can it be? Can it be what I've been known? Hey, oh, in the shadows, as I belong. Hey, oh, in the shadows, yes, I belong. Hey, oh, yes, I belong.